My name is Sarah. I am 32 years old, and I need to tell you something that changed my life forever. He hit me. Those 3 words. So simple, so small, but they broke my world into a million pieces. It was a Tuesday morning in October. The leaves outside were orange and red. Beautiful. Perfect. I remember thinking how lucky I was. I had a good job at the bank, a nice house with white walls and blue curtains, and I had David. David was my husband. We met 5 years ago at a coffee shop. He was tall, handsome, with dark hair and green eyes. He smiled at me across the room. I smiled back. It was like a movie scene. "You're beautiful," he said that first day. "Thank you," I whispered. We got married 2 years later. Everyone said we were perfect together. My mother cried happy tears at our wedding. My father shook David's hand and said, "Take care of my little girl." David promised he would. But that Tuesday morning, everything changed. I was making breakfast. Eggs and toast. Simple food. The kitchen smelled like butter and coffee. The radio played soft music. David was reading his phone at the table. "Honey," I said, "your eggs are ready." He didn't look up. His face was angry, dark, different. "David," I said again. "Shut up," he shouted. I jumped. My heart started beating fast. David never shouted at me. Never. In 5 years, he was always gentle, always kind. I'm sorry," I said. "Did I do something wrong?" He stood up, walked toward me. His hands were shaking. His eyes were cold. "You don't understand anything," he said. His voice was low, scary. "You're stupid, useless." The words hit me like stones. I felt tears in my eyes. "David, please. What happened? Tell me what's wrong." He came closer, too close. I could smell his anger, feel his heat. "My boss fired me yesterday," he said. "Because of you. Because of me?" I didn't understand. "How? I don't even know your boss." "He saw you at the company party. He said you were inappropriate, flirting with other men." My mouth opened. No words came out. This was crazy. At the party, I only talked to 2 people, Mrs. Johnson from accounting and Tom from sales, about the weather, about his dog. "David, that's not true." I didn't. His hand moved so fast. I didn't see it coming. Slap. The sound filled the kitchen. Sharp. Loud. Like breaking glass. My face burned. My cheek felt fire. I touched it with my fingers. It was hot. Red. We both stood there. Silent. Shocked. David's eyes went wide. His mouth opened. "Sarah, I didn't mean." But it was too late. He hit me. My husband. The man who promised to love me, to protect me, to never hurt me. I ran to the bathroom, locked the door, looked in the mirror. My left cheek was bright red. The shape of his hand was there. Clear. Ugly. I sat on the cold floor and cried. Big, loud sobs. My whole body shook. Outside the door, David was knocking. "Sarah, please. Open the door." "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was an accident." "An accident? You don't accidentally hit someone. You choose to hit someone." But I loved him. I loved him so much. And he said sorry. People make mistakes, right? Everyone gets angry sometimes. Maybe it really was an accident. I opened the door. David was crying too. Real tears. His face was red and broken. I'm so sorry, baby. I don't know what happened. I was angry about work. I took it out on you. It will never happen again. I promise. He held me. Soft. Gentle. Like before. I love you, he whispered. You're everything to me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wanted to believe him. I needed to believe him. It's okay, I said. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. That night, David bought me flowers. Red roses. My favorite. He made dinner. He said sweet words. He was perfect again. But when I closed my eyes, I could still feel his hand on my face. Still hear that terrible sound. Still see the anger in his green eyes. I told myself it was one time, one mistake, one bad day. I was wrong. 3 weeks later, it happened again. 3 weeks. That's how long the peace lasted. It started with small things. David would get angry about dirty dishes, about my hair in the sink, about the way I folded his shirts. You're doing it wrong, he would say, his voice getting harder each day. I started walking on eggshells. That's what my grandmother used to say. Walking on eggshells. When you're scared to make any sound, any mistake. I cleaned the house twice a day. I cooked his favorite meals. I smiled when he came home from his new job. I tried to be perfect. But perfect wasn't enough. The second time happened on a Friday night. We were watching TV. A romantic movie. I was eating popcorn. Can you eat more quietly? David said. Sorry. I put the bowl away. 5 minutes later, your breathing is too loud. I held my breath. 10 minutes later, stop moving so much. I sat still like a statue. Then the actress on TV smiled at the man she loved. I smiled too. Just a little smile. Because the scene was sweet. What are you smiling about? David's voice was ice. Nothing. Just, the movie is nice. You think that actor is handsome? What? No, I. Slap. Harder this time. My ear rang like a bell. Don't lie to me, he said. I saw how you looked at him. I wasn't looking at anyone. I was just watching a movie. But David's eyes were crazy. Wild. Like an animal. This time, I didn't run to the bathroom. I sat there. Shocked. My face burning. Again. I'm sorry, he said 5 minutes later. You make me so jealous sometimes. I love you too much. That's the problem. Love. This wasn't love. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't leave red marks. But I stayed quiet. I nodded. I said, I understand. Because I was scared. Really scared. The next morning, I called my sister Emma. Emma was older than me. Stronger. She lived in California with her 2 kids. Hi, Em, I said. My voice was shaking. Sarah? What's wrong? You sound terrible. I wanted to tell her. I opened my mouth. But the words wouldn't come out. Nothing, I lied. Just tired from work. Are you sure? You can tell me anything. I'm sure. How are the kids? We talked about normal things. School. Weather. Her job. But inside, I was screaming. Help me. Save me. Something is wrong. After the call, I felt more alone than ever. David came home with flowers again. Yellow ones this time. And chocolate cake. I bought your favorite, he said. Big smile. Sweet voice. He was two different people. Morning David was scary. Evening David was perfect. I never knew which one would come home. That night, we went to dinner at Mario's, our favorite restaurant. David held my hand across the table. He told jokes. He was charming, handsome, perfect. Other couples looked at us with envy. They saw a beautiful love story. They didn't see the bruise under my makeup. They didn't know about the fear in my stomach. "I love you, Mrs. Johnson," David said. He used my married name. It used to make me happy. Now it felt like a chain. "I love you too," I said. Because that's what wives say. Because that's what he wanted to hear. But late that night, when David was sleeping, I looked in the bathroom mirror again. Really looked. My cheek was still a little purple. My lip had a small cut from last week. When did that happen? I couldn't remember. I was becoming someone else. Someone quiet. Someone afraid. Someone who jumped when doors slammed. Someone who checked David's mood before speaking. This wasn't me. This wasn't the Sarah who laughed loud, who danced in the kitchen, who sang in the shower, who had dreams. What dreams? I couldn't even remember them anymore. The old Sarah was disappearing, day by day, slap by slap. I thought about calling Emma again, telling her the truth this time. But what would I say? My husband hits me sometimes, but he also buys me flowers. He hurts me, but he says he loves me. I'm scared, but I don't want to leave. It sounded crazy, even to me. Maybe I was crazy. Maybe I was making it bigger than it was. Maybe all marriages had rough times. Maybe I was just being dramatic. These thoughts went round and round in my head, like a washing machine, never stopping. David rolled over in bed, put his arm around me. Even sleeping, he held me tight, too tight. I stared at the ceiling until morning, listening to his breathing, counting the hours until I could get up, go to work, pretend everything was normal. At work, my friend Lisa noticed something. "Sarah, are you okay? You look tired." "Just didn't sleep well," I said. "And what happened to your face?" "Right there." She pointed to my cheek. My heart stopped. I thought the makeup covered everything. I walked into a door. Stupid me. The lie came out so easily. Too easily. Lisa looked at me for a long moment, like she wanted to say something, but she didn't. "Be careful," she said finally. "Doors can be dangerous." The way she said it, I wondered if she knew, if she understood. But I couldn't ask, couldn't risk it. What if she told someone? What if David found out? That evening, I cooked David's favorite meal. Chicken and rice. I was extra careful. No salt on the table. He didn't like salt. Music low. He didn't like loud sounds. Everything perfect. David came home in a good mood. He kissed my forehead. Gentle. Sweet. "Smells amazing, baby," he said. We ate dinner. Talked about normal things. His job. My job. The neighbors. The weather. For 1 hour, we were normal. Happy. Like before. I almost forgot about the fear. Almost forgot about the red marks. Almost convinced myself it was over. But after dinner, I made a mistake. A tiny mistake. I put his coffee cup in the wrong place. The wrong place. Such a small thing. The coffee cup went on the left side of the sink. David liked it on the right side. Left. Right. 2 inches difference. But to David, it was everything. "How many times do I have to tell you?" His voice was quiet. Deadly quiet. My stomach dropped. Here we go again. I'm sorry. I forgot. Let me move it. No. He grabbed my wrist. Hard. His fingers were like iron. You never listen. You never learn. David, please. You're hurting me. I'm hurting you? He laughed. But not a happy laugh. A scary laugh. You hurt me every day. Every single day. I didn't understand. How did I hurt him? I tried so hard to make him happy. I gave up everything for him. How do I hurt you? I asked. My voice was small. Scared. You embarrass me. You make me look stupid. You make me angry. His grip got tighter. I could feel my bones under his fingers. David, let go. Please. Instead, he squeezed harder. Then he pushed me. I fell backward. Hit the kitchen counter. Sharp pain in my back. Look what you made me do, he said. Made him do? I didn't make him do anything. He chose to push me. He chose to hurt me. But I didn't say that. I couldn't say that. I'm sorry, I whispered. Sorry isn't enough anymore, Sarah. He left the kitchen. I heard the TV turn on. Loud. Always loud now. I stood there, shaking. My wrist was already turning purple. My back hurt where I hit the counter. This was my life now. Walking on eggshells. Saying sorry for everything. Being afraid in my own home. At work the next day, I wore long sleeves. The bruises on my wrist looked like dark flowers. Ugly flowers. Hot day for long sleeves, Lisa said. I'm cold, I lied. More lies. I was becoming a professional liar. During lunch, I sat alone in my car. I thought about calling my mother. But what would I tell her? She loved David. She thought he was perfect. Such a good man, she always said. So polite. So caring. You're lucky, Sarah. Lucky. Right. I thought about Emma again. My sister would believe me. But she lived so far away. 3,000 miles. What could she do? I thought about the police. But David never left big marks. Never broke bones. Just red cheeks. Purple wrists. Small bruises that healed quickly. Would anyone believe me? Would anyone care? That evening, I tried to cook a perfect dinner again. But my hands were shaking. I dropped a plate. It crashed on the floor. Pieces everywhere. David heard the sound from the living room. What did you break now? He shouted. Just a plate. I'll clean it up. But he was already in the kitchen, looking at the broken pieces, looking at me. You're so clumsy, he said. So stupid. Can't even hold a plate. I'm sorry. I was just... Stop talking. His voice was getting louder, angrier. Just stop. Your voice makes me sick. Those words cut deeper than any slap. My voice made him sick? I used to sing him to sleep. He used to say my voice was like music. What happened to that man? Where did my David go? Clean this up, he said. And don't make any noise. I'm watching TV. I got down on my hands and knees, picked up every piece of broken glass. Some pieces were tiny. They cut my fingers. Little drops of blood fell on the white floor. I cleaned up the blood too. Everything had to be perfect. But it was never perfect enough. 2 weeks later, it got worse. I was talking to my neighbor, Mrs. Chen. She was 80 years old. Sweet. Kind. She lived alone and sometimes felt lonely. How are you, dear? She asked over the fence. I'm good, Mrs. Chen. How are you? Oh, my back hurts. But I'm grateful to be here. We talked for 10 minutes about her garden, about the weather, about her cat, Mr. Whiskers. Normal conversation, innocent conversation. But David saw me from the window. When I came inside, he was waiting. Who was that? He asked. Mrs. Chen, our neighbor. What did you tell her? Nothing. We just talked about her cat. Liar. David, I'm not lying. We really just. Slap. Slap. 2 times. Fast. My face exploded with pain. I saw you laughing, he said. Smiling. Acting like everything's perfect. Like we don't have problems. I was just being polite. Polite? To everyone except me. He grabbed my shoulders. Shook me hard. You don't laugh with me anymore. You don't smile at me. But you smile at strangers. Old women. Anyone but your husband. That's not true. It is true. He shook me harder. My head went back and forth. Like a doll. Please stop, I cried. You're scaring me. I'm scaring you? He let go suddenly. I almost fell. Good. Maybe now you'll listen. He walked away. Left me standing there. Alone. Hurt. Confused. I ran to the bathroom. My safe place. The only room with a lock. In the mirror, I saw 2 red marks on my face. 1 on each cheek. Like he slapped me twice. He did slap me twice. I turned on the shower. Hot water. Steam everywhere. I sat on the floor and cried. The water mixed with my tears. Washed everything away. Except the pain. The pain stayed. That night, David brought me ice cream. Vanilla. My favorite. I bought this for you, he said. Soft voice. Gentle voice. Because I love you. Love. He kept using that word. But his love hurt. His love left marks. Thank you, I said. We ate ice cream together on the couch. He held my hand. Kissed my hair. Told me I was beautiful. For 30 minutes, I almost forgot. Almost believed everything was okay. But when we went to bed, I lay awake again. Thinking. Planning. Wondering. Could I leave? Where would I go? What would I take? How would I survive? And the scariest question of all, what would David do if he found me? Outside, I heard thunder. A storm was coming. I didn't know it yet, but the real storm was just beginning. 6 months passed. 6 months of walking on eggshells. 6 months of perfect dinners and careful words. 6 months of bruises that I hid with makeup and long sleeves. But some things can't be hidden forever. It was my birthday. March 15th. I turned 33 that day. My mother called in the morning. Happy birthday, sweetheart. What are your plans? David is taking me to dinner, I said. It was true. He promised we would go to Romano's, the fancy Italian place downtown. That's wonderful. He's such a good husband. You're so lucky. There was that word again. Lucky. Yes, Mom. Very lucky. After work, I went home and put on my best dress. Blue with white flowers. David bought it for me last year. Back when gifts meant love, not apologies. I did my makeup carefully. Extra foundation on my cheek. Lipstick to hide the small cut on my lip from last Tuesday. I looked almost normal. Almost happy. David came home at 6. He was carrying something behind his back. Happy birthday, beautiful, he said. He gave me a small box. jewelry box. Inside was a necklace, gold chain with a small heart. It's beautiful, I said. And it was. Let me put it on you. He stood behind me, put the necklace around my neck. His hands were gentle, soft, like the old David. In the mirror, we looked perfect. Happy couple. Birthday celebration. Beautiful necklace. But when he closed the clasp, it felt tight. Too tight. Like a collar. There, he said. Perfect. Don't ever take it off. Don't take it off? It means you're mine. Always mine. Promise me. The way he said it, it wasn't romantic. It was scary. I promise, I said. Because what else could I say? We went to dinner. Romano's was beautiful. Candles on every table. Soft music. Romantic atmosphere. David ordered wine. Good wine. Expensive wine. He was in a great mood. To my beautiful wife, he said. We touched glasses. The sound was like a small bell. For 1 hour, everything was perfect. David told funny stories. I laughed. Real laughs. Not scared laughs. I almost remembered why I loved him. Then the waiter came. Young man. Maybe 25. Handsome smile. How is everything tonight? He asked. Delicious, I said. Thank you. It's her birthday, David said. Congratulations. How old? The waiter smiled at me. 33, I said. You look much younger. Very beautiful. It was just politeness. Restaurant politeness. Nothing more. But David's face changed. I saw it happen. Like clouds covering the sun. Check, please, David said. His voice was ice again. Of course, sir. The waiter left. David stared at me across the table. You liked that, didn't you? He said quietly. Liked what? Him calling you beautiful. Flirting with you. David, he wasn't flirting. He was just. Just what? Just hitting on my wife? On my birthday dinner for you. It's not like that. Get up. His voice was low but scary. We're leaving. Now. People at other tables looked at us. I felt embarrassed. Ashamed. David, please. Can we just. Now. I got up. Followed him out. Left my birthday cake untouched on the table. You liked that, didn't you? He said quietly. Liked what? Him calling you beautiful. Flirting with you. David, he wasn't flirting. He was just. Just what? Just hitting on my wife? On my birthday dinner for you. It's not like that. Get up. His voice was low but scary. We're leaving. Now. People at other tables looked at us. I felt embarrassed. Ashamed. David, please. Can we just. Now. I got up. Followed him out. Left my birthday cake untouched on the table. In the car, David drove too fast. His hands gripped the wheel like he wanted to break it. 33 years old, he said. And you still act like a teenager. Smiling at other men. Embarrassing me. I wasn't smiling at him. I was just being polite. Polite. He hit the steering wheel. Bang. You think I'm stupid? You think I don't see? We got home. David parked in the driveway. But he didn't get out. He turned to me. His green eyes were black now. Full of anger. Take off the dress, he said. What? You heard me. Take it off. You don't deserve it. David, we're in the car. People can see. Slap. Right there. In our driveway, where anyone could see. I said take it off. Now. My hands were shaking. I was crying. But I took off the dress. Sat there in just my underwear. Cold. Ashamed. Broken. Good, he said. That's what you get for acting like a whore. The word hit me like a knife. Whore. He called me a whore for saying thank you to a waiter. Get out, he said. Walk to the house like that. David, please. The neighbors. Get out. I got out of the car, ran to the front door, half naked. On my birthday, my special day, ruined. Inside the house, I put on a robe, sat on the couch, cried until no more tears came out. David came in 5 minutes later. Calm now. Like nothing happened. I'm sorry, baby. You just make me so jealous. You're so beautiful. Other men want to take you away from me. No one wants to take me away. They do. I see how they look at you. That waiter. That man at the gas station last week. Tom from your work. They all want you. This was insane. Tom was 60 years old. Married. Had grandchildren. The man at the gas station just said, "Have a nice day." The waiter was doing his job. But David saw enemies everywhere. Threats everywhere. I would die without you, he said. You know that, right? If you ever left me, I would die. The words felt heavy. Like a promise. Like a threat. I'm not leaving, I said. Promise me. Promise you'll never leave. I promise. But inside my heart, something was breaking. Something was changing. Later that night, I looked at myself in the bathroom mirror again. The necklace was still around my neck. The gold heart felt cold against my skin. I tried to take it off, but the clasp was stuck. Or maybe David had done something to it, made it permanent, like our marriage. Stuck, trapped, no way out. I pulled harder. The chain cut into my neck, but it wouldn't come off. Just like David's control. It wouldn't come off either. I was trapped. In my house. In my marriage. In my life. But somewhere deep inside, a small voice was getting stronger. This isn't love, the voice whispered. This is prison. And for the first time in 6 months, I listened to that voice. The next morning would change everything. The next morning, I woke up and David was already gone. No goodbye kiss. No, have a good day. Just an empty bed and the smell of his anger still in the air. I touched my neck. The necklace was still there. Still stuck. In the shower, I made a decision. A scary decision. But the only decision I had left. I was going to tell someone. At work, I waited until lunch. Then I knocked on Lisa's office door. Come in, she said. I closed the door behind me. Sat down. My hands were shaking. Lisa, I need to tell you something. She looked up from her computer. Saw my face. Serious face. Scared face. What's wrong, Sarah? The words were stuck in my throat. Like stones. Heavy stones. My husband. I started. Then stopped. Your husband what? He hits me. There. I said it. Out loud. To another person. Lisa's face went white. Then angry. Then sad. Oh, Sarah. How long? 6 months. Maybe more. I don't know anymore. Why didn't you tell me before? I was scared. Embarrassed. I thought maybe it was normal. It's not normal. Lisa's voice was strong. Clear. It's never normal. She came around her desk, hugged me. I cried into her shoulder. All the tears I kept inside for months. You don't have to go back there, she said. I don't have anywhere else to go. Yes, you do. There are places. Safe places. I'll help you. Lisa made phone calls, found numbers, wrote addresses. There's a shelter downtown, she said. They help women like you. You can go today. I can't just leave. What about my things? My clothes? My photos? Things can be replaced. You can't be replaced. She was right, but it was still scary. Leaving everything. Starting over. What if he finds me? They'll protect you. These people know what they're doing. That afternoon, I couldn't focus on work. My mind was spinning. Leave David? Really leave? After all these years. But then I remembered his face last night. The anger in his eyes. The way he called me names. The way he made me take off my dress in the car. This wasn't love. This was control. This was abuse. At 5 o'clock, I didn't go home. Instead, I drove downtown, to the address Lisa gave me. The building was small. Simple. A sign said, Hope House, Women's Shelter. Hope House. I liked that name. Inside, a woman named Maria met me. She was about 40. Kind eyes. Gentle voice. Hi, I'm Maria. Lisa called about you. I'm Sarah. Come sit down, Sarah. You're safe here. Safe. When was the last time I felt safe? We talked for an hour. I told Maria everything. The slaps. The pushes. The names. The control. The fear. You're very brave, Maria said. I don't feel brave. I feel scared. Being scared and being brave aren't opposite things. Sometimes being brave means being scared but doing it anyway. Maria showed me around Hope House. Small rooms but clean. Safe. Other women were there too. Some with children. All with the same look in their eyes. The look of someone who had been hurt but was trying to heal. You can stay here tonight, Maria said. Or go home and pack a bag. Your choice. If I go home, he'll know something is wrong. Then stay. We have clothes, food, everything you need. But I thought about my photo albums, my grandmother's ring, my mother's letters, all the things that made me. I want to go back. Just once. To get my important things. Okay, but take this. Maria gave me a small phone. If anything happens, press the red button. We'll call the police immediately. The phone was tiny, but it felt like hope in my pocket. I drove home slowly, practicing what to say, how to act normal, how to pack without David noticing. David's car was in the driveway. Lights were on in the living room. I took a deep breath, walked inside. You're late, David said. He was sitting in his chair, watching TV, not looking at me. Traffic was bad. Another lie. But maybe my last lie to him. Make dinner. I'm hungry. Of course. In the kitchen, I cooked his favorite meal. Chicken and rice. Again. While he ate, I went upstairs. Quietly. Carefully. I packed a small bag. Just important things. Photos. Documents. Some clothes. My grandmother's ring. I hid the bag under the bed. Downstairs, David was washing his plate. Good dinner, he said. Thank you. He seemed calm. Normal. Almost nice. Maybe I was making a mistake. Maybe things weren't that bad. Maybe I was being dramatic. But then I looked in the hall mirror, saw the faint bruise on my cheek, the scared look in my own eyes. No, I wasn't being dramatic. I was being smart. I'm tired, I said, going to bed early. Okay, I love you. Love you too. One more lie. For safety. I went upstairs, got my bag, waited until David went to sleep. At midnight, I crept down the stairs. Each step sounded so loud, like thunder. David was snoring in our bedroom. Deep sleep. I wrote a note. Short note. Simple words. David, I'm leaving. Please don't look for me. I need space to think. Sarah. I put the note on the kitchen table, next to his coffee cup, on the right side of the sink. Then I opened the front door, stepped outside. The night air was cold and fresh. I walked to my car, put the bag in the back seat, started the engine. As I drove away, I looked in the mirror. Our house got smaller and smaller. I was free, scared, but free. I drove straight to Hope House. Maria was waiting for me. You came back, she said. I came back. How do you feel? I thought about it, really thought about it. Terrified, I said, but also relieved. That's normal. The first night is always the hardest. She was right. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every sound made me jump. Every car outside made me think David had found me. But slowly, morning came. Sunlight came through the small window. Warm, bright, new. I was still alive. Still breathing. Still me. For the first time in months, I wasn't afraid to get up. Because David wasn't there. David couldn't hurt me here. But I knew this was just the beginning. The real work was just starting. 3 months at Hope House changed my life. I learned things about myself. Things I forgot. Things David made me forget. My name is Sarah. I like coffee with cream. I like books about adventure. I like singing in the shower. I like helping people. Simple things. But important things. At Hope House, I met other women. Women like me. Women who had been hurt. Women who were healing. There was Jennifer. Her husband broke her arm. There was Rosa. Her boyfriend threatened to kill her. There was Amy. Her father hurt her for years. We were all different, but we were all the same too. We all believed love was supposed to hurt. We all thought we deserved the pain. We were all wrong. Love doesn't hurt, Maria told us every day. Love lifts you up. Love makes you feel safe. Love helps you grow. I started going to therapy, talking to Dr. Williams, a kind woman with gray hair and warm eyes. Why did you stay so long? She asked me. Because I loved him. Because he said he was sorry. Because I thought I could fix him. Can you fix other people? No, I said. I can only fix myself. It took time to learn this lesson, but I learned it. David tried to find me. He called my work. He called my mother. He called Emma. Where is she? He asked everyone. I love her. I need her back. But love doesn't search for you to hurt you more. Love lets you be free. My mother was confused. Sarah, David is so worried. He says you had a fight. Just go home and apologize. Mom, it's not that simple. Marriage is work, honey. You can't run away every time things get hard. She didn't understand. How could she? She married my father when she was 18. They were happy together for 40 years. She never knew what my life was like. But Emma understood. I'm coming to get you, she said when I finally called her. Emma, you have kids. You have a job. You can't. Watch me. 2 days later, Emma was at Hope House. She hugged me so tight I couldn't breathe. Why didn't you tell me sooner? She asked. I was ashamed. Ashamed of what? Being hurt. Being human. Emma stayed for a week. She helped me find a new apartment, a small place across town. 1 bedroom. Safe locks. Good neighbors. This is perfect, she said. A new start. Moving day was scary but exciting. I had new furniture. Nothing from the old house. Nothing that reminded me of David. Lisa came to help. Maria came too. We painted the walls yellow. Bright, happy yellow. Like sunshine, Maria said. Yes, like sunshine. That first night in my new home, I made dinner for one. Just for me. I ate what I wanted. Watched what I wanted on TV. Went to sleep when I was tired. No one shouted at me. No one hit me. No one called me names. I was alone. But I wasn't lonely. I was free. Months passed. I grew stronger. Happier. I started singing in the shower again. Started reading books again. Started dreaming again. I even started dating. Very slowly. Very carefully. His name was Michael. He worked at the library. Quiet man. Gentle man. Patient man. Take your time, he said. I'm not going anywhere. When I told him about David, he didn't get angry. He didn't want to fight David. He just held my hand. I'm sorry that happened to you, he said. You didn't deserve it. I know that now. Good. Don't forget it. One day, I saw David at the grocery store. My heart started beating fast. My hands started shaking. But I didn't run away. I stood tall. Looked him in the eyes. Sarah, he said, you look good. Thank you. I miss you. I've changed. I'm going to therapy too. We could try again. For a second, just a second, I remembered the good times. The first kiss. The wedding day. The laughter. But then I remembered the fear. The bruises. The broken dishes. The terrible words. No, David, I said. It's over. But I love you. Love doesn't hurt, David. What you did wasn't love. I walked away. Left him standing there. My heart was beating fast. But not from fear. From pride. I did it. I said no. I walked away. That night, I called my mother. Mom, I have something to tell you about David. About why I really left. It was a hard conversation. She cried. She said she was sorry. She said she should have known. You couldn't have known, I told her. I hid it well. I'm proud of you, she said, for leaving, for being brave. Brave. There was that word again. Maybe I really was brave. Maybe surviving was brave. Maybe leaving was the bravest thing I ever did. Now, 2 years later, I work at Hope House. I help other women like me. Women who are scared. Women who feel trapped. Women who think they deserve the pain. You don't deserve it, I tell them. You deserve love. Real love. Safe love. Some believe me right away. Others need time. I understand. I needed time too. But they all learn eventually. We all learn that love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't control. Love doesn't leave bruises. Love sets you free. I still wear makeup sometimes, but not to hide bruises. I wear it because I want to, because it makes me feel pretty. I still cook dinner sometimes, but for friends, for family, for people who appreciate it, not from fear. I still say I'm sorry sometimes, but only when I actually do something wrong. Not for breathing, not for existing, not for being human. The necklace? I finally got it off. A jeweler cut the chain. The gold heart is in a box somewhere. I don't need it anymore. I don't need anything that reminds me I belong to someone else. Because I don't belong to anyone else. I belong to me. If you're listening to this story and it sounds familiar, if someone in your life hurts you and then says sorry, if someone makes you feel small and scared, please know this. You deserve better. You deserve love that lifts you up. You deserve to feel safe in your own home. You deserve to laugh without permission. Love doesn't hit. Love doesn't control. Love doesn't break you into pieces. Real love helps you become who you're meant to be. My name is Sarah. I am 35 years old now. I have a small apartment with yellow walls. I have friends who make me laugh. I have work that makes me proud. And I have peace. Real peace. If I can find it, you can too. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk away. Sometimes leaving is not giving up. Sometimes leaving is choosing yourself. Choose yourself. You're worth it. You're worth so much more than you know.